Hello, this is Barbara Blodgett. I wanted to welcome you to our course, LM 670, Winning Souls Without Losing Your Own. And I wanted to just offer a few prefatory remarks before our course begins. First of all, just wanted to say a little something about why I decided to teach this course. As you'll quickly learn, this course is a hybrid, really, between a course in church administration and leadership and a course in ethics. So it's the ethics of church administration and leadership. The reason that I decided I wanted to offer such a course is I really have three reasons. First is I do deeply believe that the call to ministry involves a call to see where we might be most true, most faithful, and most responsible in our exercise of ministry. And so that all ministers ought to reflect on how well they are doing as they answer God's call to be a minister. Second reason is that as ministers, we're often in the position of encouraging and even instructing the faithful in how to be ethical. So it seems only fair and right to turn the lens on ourselves and to look at our own exercise of ministry, how we administer the church, how we lead within the church, and ask, is what we are doing ethical? And so then I wanted to specifically apply those ideas to church administration and leadership. It's been common in my own work and in the work of others who write about the ethics of ministry to address the issues such as confidentiality, truth-telling, and those ethical issues have a lot to do with the minister's role in pastoral care and in preaching and so forth. But I thought, well, why not think about the ethics of those very ordinary tasks of managing volunteers, of hiring other folks, of the ethics of running a meeting, and the ethics of governing your church, the ethics of stewardship, raising funds and dispersing funds. So my own interest was piqued in seeing how we might take a close look at the morality of those very ordinary, everyday actions that is part of the minister's job. So now a couple of notes looking ahead. You will see as you look through the syllabus that in week 6 is where you have the assignment to be done in the congregation, the congregation-based assignment. This involves your getting together with a team of people from your congregation, and so I wanted to alert you to that now, to get that on your calendar. You may or may not actually do this meeting with them during week 6 of the course. That's fine. You go ahead and fulfill this assignment whenever it's convenient for the people's schedule that you're working with. You will be expected to submit the assignment in week 6. So you might want to take a look at that and gather together the people who you'll be working with. Do that now. Second, looking ahead to weeks 5 and 7 of this course, those are the weeks where you engage in a collaborative group exercise. And I'll be looking for volunteers to be facilitators of the small groups. The role of facilitator will mainly be to keep the discussion on track, to gather everybody's submissions, and to finally be the one responsible for submitting the final group assignment. Sort of like if we were in a face-to-face class, the facilitator would be the person who would report back to the group, if you will. You'll get a little extra credit if you volunteer to be the facilitator, so again, think about whether you'd like to do that and send me an email if you'd like to assume that role one of those weeks. Also, if you all know each other and have an idea about who you'd like to be together with in a small group of 3 or 4 people, you can let me know that too. I wanted to say a word then about the textbook that I chose for this course. The textbook is written by 2 Lutherans, so you will definitely see a Lutheran slant throughout the text. It is written by 2 people who've done a lot of work in church administration on both the local and the denominational level. And I chose it because I think they offer some very wise advice about the various aspects of church administration, and also because they take a view that's congruent with my own. They're very interested in the theology of church administration, as you'll see even from reading the first chapter. And they even have a nice ethical sensibility, I believe, that I've picked up on throughout the book. For example, even in their preface, they remind the reader that it's important to ask not just, are we doing things well, but are we doing the right things? The final thing I'd like to say is that, as far as I know, there is no book out there that addresses specifically the questions and concerns that we're addressing here in this course, the ethics of church administration and leadership. So, one thought I have in the back of my mind is that that might be the next book that I write. No promises there, but just wanted to let you know that you, by participating in this class, one thing you might be doing is serving as a help to me in my own writing. I look forward to this course, and do feel free to contact me either by email or even good old-fashioned telephone if you'd like to talk at any time. Thanks.